Everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress Nutsglaze. I am Nerdstalgic. Thank you for joining me. And in our last episode, we kind of caught ourselves up with what we were doing before. We started digging on a third barracks. Oops. Yeah, we're working on a third barracks now. It's probably going to be a second melee squad because that's typically how I like to do it. I like to have 2 melee squads and an archery squad. And then we started working on the captain of the guard's lodgings. We're also working on a jail. So yeah, that's what's on the horizon for us. Let's go ahead and get a door set up for this, and we're gonna go ahead and get an armor stand and weapon rack in the traditional positions. Yeah, and probably not going to worry so much about having another weapons armor stockpile. They can always just come over here and grab it. It's not a big deal. And we'll have to draft a new militia before too long. Good, good. Look at these guys out here practicing. It's exactly what I like to see. I like to see that because I think, in my opinion, it seems to me like what makes sense is they would gain their archery skill faster, their marksmanship crossbow skill faster from actually shooting at something versus watching demonstrations. But I could be completely wrong. It's something that I haven't read up a lot on. I don't really know like if they gain faster from doing it or from watching. But in my head, it certainly makes sense. What's this? Why is there a mechanism sitting out here? It makes no sense. Somebody just dropped it, I guess. Okay, well, we can see here we have our, what is going to be our captain of the guard's lodgings. So we need to go ahead and get some doors for him, or her. Could be a gal. You never know. Could be a gal. And then over here, we're going to have our jail cells. So we definitely need doors there as well. Something we were wanting to do was make some chains. So I think we have lead. Actually, let's look at our stocks. Actually, hold on. Okay, we're good on food. We're good on. We could probably stand to make some prepared meals, actually. Let's see here. Stocks. I think I passed it. We're looking for bars. Yeah, bars. Okay, I didn't pass it. We have iron, silver, copper, and steel. So right now, we'd probably make the chain out of copper. So I guess we haven't smelted any of the galena yet. So let's see. Let's go ahead, I guess, and make some copper chains. So copper chains are pretty good to have around. So why don't we just make 5 copper chains? Would be good. And then we're gonna need for our captain of the guard here, he's gonna need a bed. So we'll put his bed, say here. And then he's going to need a throne and a table. So we'll put his table, his dining accoutrement here. And you guys know me, I like to pretend that they have dinner with a significant other or something. So we're gonna add in another table there so he can have guests, I suppose. And like so. And then we're gonna put a chair in, we'll say just kind of maybe here. And then he's also going to need some cabinets, some coffers, an armor stand. He's going to need a few different things. Not a whole lot of anything. The captain of the guard isn't quite as picky as a mayor or definitely any of the higher up nobles. So let's just hit in and see. He needs 1 chest, 1 cabinet, 1 weapon rack, and 1 armor stand. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of spread them out so that we get the maximum benefit from them. So let's put an armor stand. You know what? I've always been a really big fan of having the armor stand and the weapon rack be on opposite side of the throne because I think it looks imposing. Is that a weapon rack? Did I just click something wrong? No, that is a weapon rack. Okay. And then he needs a coffer. So we'll put that, just say, in here. Actually, you know what? His bedroom's probably going to need some furnishings. So we'll put the Ooh, the silver chest. I'll put that silver chest in there. And then he needs a cabinet, I think. We'll put that on the other side. No, not a container, a cabinet. F, there we go. Do we have any cabinets built? We do. Let's go with marble. That sounds like it would be really swanky. Okay, chest, cabinet, weapon rack, armor stand. Very good. Okay, once that's all done, we'll see how he likes it. Also, we want to smooth it out, and then we want to engrave it. These jail cells are also going to need beds. They're going to need things too. We're going to put the chain in the middle of the room, and it's my understanding that dwarves on chains can go like a certain amount of a radius around the chain, so we want to put, the reason we put the chain in the middle is so that they can get to everything in here. So we're going to do, say, just a bed here, and a bed here, and then you actually want to make the jail cells kind of nice because you want to try to keep them happy while they're in jail. So let's give them a table, and we'll put it, say, over here, and then let's give them a chair too. Place to eat. We might add in some other stuff too, like maybe some coffers or something. We will see. We will see. Okay, still waiting on beds. Everything's kind of, in motion. Oh, look at all that stone. I completely forgot that I'd made that stockpile. Yeah, I may be kind of being guilty again of maybe doing a little bit too much with my dwarves and not giving them enough breathing room, which I'm pretty bad about doing. I get these ideas in my head, and then I forget that I basically haven't given enough time for the dwarves to get anything done. So, all right, lots and lots of praise opal. Okay, let's go down to this layer and mine out this layer. And I guess we should probably re-hotkey, right? That way we don't have to arrow around so much, because arrowing around is not fun. So we are going to hotkey this. We're going to say F2, zoom here, back. So F2, F1, F2. Okay, very good. Very good, very good. Maybe we need to tell those other stockpiles. Maybe we need to tell these mechanism stockpiles to give to that other stockpile. Okay, it already set to give, so we can tell it, we can say take from mechanisms. Where are we making our mechanisms? Here. Yeah. We could say give, hold on. We'll take from links only. We'll take from anywhere. We'll take from links only. Okay, let's just try that. And let's try setting this up the same way. We'll take from links. Okay, so it is set up to take from links only. I don't know. So this thing is cluttered. There are mechanisms like everywhere. We could set it up to give to the bigger one first, but I'd really like to try to make it work the way that I have it in my head, in my mind. Okay, so this is already kind of coming together. We're minus the bed though, so we can't assign the bedroom. Wow, they smoothed that out fast. All right, let's engrave this. I guess it's like the power of people. Power to the people. All right, let's engrave it. And then, so we're gonna make this a dining room. And we're going to assign it to our captain of the guard. So Sir Newton. Oh, and Sir Newton has a husband, Nomal Unomang, the soap maker. Auto allocate to captain of the guard, yes. And then make throne room. Assign to Mrs. Sir Newton. Shit. I did it. I did it. I dids it. Click the wrong hotkey, guys. That's what happens. And then 1. Not F1, but 1. Okay. Now we can see Sir Newton feels that the office is fine. The dining room is fine. And I think, honestly, because just the size of the quarters, once we get that bed in there, Sir Newton's going to be really happy. And the chest and the cabinet are located in the bedroom, so, yeah. We already met that mandate. Export of bucklers prohibited. Okay, that's fine. So we're probably about a month away from our dwarven caravan. Uh-oh. Itur Uzul Katten, the woodcrafter, withdraws from society. What will he make? Claimed a crafts dwarf's workshop. Okay. Okay, Vukar Page Unions, being the rightful heir, has inherited the position of Baroness of the Dead Door? What's this mean? I don't understand. Is somebody telling us this, like a visitor? Kivish Authoring, being the rightful heir, has inherited the position of Baroness of Linsmuird. Okay. What? I'm really confused. Are these visitors? Why do we have 2 baronies? Are these visitors? Let's pull up therapist, just to take a look. Are they migrants? I've never had more than one baron, more than one landed noble before, so this is new to me. This is completely new to me. Okay, read dwarves. Vukar. Arrived in the spring of the year 127. Well, that's this year. And yeah, you are a baroness. You're also a member of my... Oh, you didn't come in as a... Yeah, you did not come in as a traveler, as a visitor. Huh. I don't remember the other one. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I guess that means... Yeah, this person, Kivish, came in the autumn of 126. Another baroness. Strange. Okay, well, that adds another kink to things, because now that means that we have to accommodate them as well. They're also going to have mandates that they're going to want to see get done. Frankie, you're getting outclassed a little bit here, because now we have 2 barons or baronesses. So they have requirements, and their requirements are much more stringent than a mayor's. We can see they want decent office, decent quarters, decent dining room. They also want a tomb. Okay, so it's not really that much more than a mayor. Really, the big difference, I guess, is the tomb. That's the only difference. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, so we're gonna have to... I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this space over here for nobles' quarters, because that makes sense to me. So let's just go ahead and extend this out a good ways. The only sad part here is that we cannot... You know what we should do here? We should do something like this. Put a little smooth stone. No, let's put a little crook in the road, and then we're gonna run it along the wall here. We can't use it for anything else, so we might as well. And then we are going to. You know what? We should probably have. A hallway shooting off this way in case we need some more. In case we need some more jail cells. And then we will just go ahead and lay out some bedrooms here. So we're going to do something just like this. Okay. So we'll have these interlocked like that, have one entrance there. And then what I'm thinking here, oops. What I'm thinking is doing something kind of like this. Like so. And we have one noble's quarters, we have another noble's quarters. So yep, that should work out. So it might take a minute before we can get these things furnished. Imagine our carpenter is probably having fits right now. How many carpentry workshops do we have? I think we do have 2. I think we have 2 at least. We've got a carpenter there. Surely that's not the only carpenter we have. Okay, we do have 2. Why is bed suspended? Why is that suspended? Oh! Yeah, turn on the workflow plugin. Well, damn. Well, that sucks. Okay. Okay, so you are brewing drink. That's good. Let's go ahead and unsuspend the lavish meals. Make some more lavish meals. So that's why we weren't having any beds coming out, because our workflow plugin was suspended. Makes sense. Looks like we've started on production of a strange object. I don't know. Mysterious construction, yeah, very good. Very good. What's going on over here at our forges? Metalsmith's Forge is idle, which is not a huge deal, but okay, we're smelting tetrahedrite ore for the copper. That's good. Why don't we go ahead? We need to keep this forge going. Let's make... what does our first melee squad use? I think just probably anything. Anything they can get their hands on. Yeah, individual choice melee. I'm not sure what we gave them. Let's make some silver. Let's see. Make silver. Let's do some silver warhammers. 10. Okay, what's going on up here? Nothing too much. Okay, this is pretty much ready for a militia unit at this point. But I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off just for a while here. So we got a lot of irons in the fire. Starting to see some clothes pile up. So if we want to get rid of those, we need to go ahead and mark them for dumping. What are you doing? Oh, the inevitable clothes spam. I wonder, are we even doing any tailoring yet? We may be looking at a situation here where we've got a lot of dwarves that don't have clothes, which isn't necessarily a good thing. I'm not sure that we ever did start making clothes. So we might need to jump on that. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, he made a pomegranate wood amulet. Very good. Very good. Okay. What do we got? Did we ever... We didn't. Okay, we need to add some workflow constraints for some clothes here. So let's make some cloth. We're gonna do cloth. Let's do cloth trousers. On repeat, we're gonna set it up for 5 to 10's fine. Cloth shoes on repeat, also 5 to 10, and then Sometimes it's kind of weird. Sometimes like you'll go to this and it will show up. You'll actually see cloth tunic, you know, but I don't. Sometimes it doesn't show up. Let's do a toga, cloth togas. We're gonna wear togas. All right. Now this will really probably open up the floodgates for people throwing down clothes. All right, guys, we're going to put a cut in there, and in our next episode, we are going to try and get our nobles taken care of. Our newly appointed nobles, our newly found nobles. I don't really know what to call them. It's strange. I've never had that happen before. Have you guys had that happen before? And we also need to get our bedrooms that we just made assigned. So thank you guys for joining me, and until next time, game on.